Okay, continuing from the previous video, I've completed the code. So, but I changed some part, yeah. So, in accessing the array, 2D array elements, you need two for loops. One is for the outer loop and one for the inner. The outer loop is for the rows and the inner loop is for the columns. So in this case, if I want to store all the student ID and marks, I need to uh, uh, make sure that I instruct the user properly. So I put the instruction to enter the detail for student in the between the two loops, because it's the row represent the student, okay, one student, each student. The column represent the student ID, test 1, test 2, assignment 1, assignment 2 marks. Okay. Um, Alright, so from here you can see that uh, after the inner loop we have cin, and they it directly cin into the respective cells in the 2D array. And then for printing, okay, you still need two loops to print. First it will print, it will go through one row first, row number, the first row, and then it print out all the columns. Then only it will move to the second row and print out the columns of the second row. Okay, so in this example, I put the row as 10 and column as 5. So in for testing, I don't want to use uh, specific num, so I'm going to change this to row and calls, and then I declare empty row equal to 2. For testing it's easier, it's not too much to key in, and then calls equal to 5. So and then this here, the outer loop is always rows, so you change it to row, and then these two columns. Similarly down here, change this to row and change this to column, so it will be easier for you and for us. I mean, then you just put your variable here, row and columns. You just, every time you want to change the size, we can change the row and the columns value. Immediately will change your 2D array size. So let's compile and then run. Okay, so enter the detail for student number 1. Please insert student ID, test 1, test 2. Okay, so you need to insert one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 student ID. Test 1, test 1, let's say 50. Test 2, 60. Assignment 1, assignment 2. Enter the detail for student number 2. So the ID, test 1, 5, 56, 28, 80. Right. So you can see the output here, detail for student number 1, student in this format, student ID, test 1, test 2. Oh, it comes out this way. So I should be using just tab. Okay, so what do I use here? Slash tab. Oh, I should remove the end line. Okay, so if I remove the end line, then it will be in one row lah. Okay, let's try. Okay. see the difference. Alright, that's 2D array. Program 7.21 shows you how uh, to handle 2D arrays. This is for sales, if I'm not mistaken. Number of division clusters and total sales. So uh, they want to calculate the total sales for the company. Okay, right. So 2D array initialization. So other than inputting the value, you can initialize 2D array straight away. Okay, they are okay. Let's initialize this array. So straight away, you initialize straight away during declaration. So in this array, okay, you will start with, remember, array initialization is a list. So this is a list as well, but the list has sublist. Okay, so the inner list that represent the value for one row. Okay, so in this case we have two rows, so you will have two inner lists, okay, for each of the row. Okay, for each row you have 5 columns, so I put 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the student ID, their marks, followed by the marks. So I can just skip, don't have spaces. 70, 80, 60, 50. So that's the first value for one row, and then the second row. Right, the second row, 115673, the ID 88, 76, 54, 76. So that's the second row, and don't forget the semicolon at the end. So this is how you initialize your 2D array. So let's try to run this, but I want to improve the output first. Next student, so I want to do n-line. So if I want to add another n-line here, okay, so I want to have a space, so I want to add one more n-line here. See out, n-line. Hopefully it will be nicer. Okay, compile. Alright, so there you go. Detail for student number 1, student ID. So accordingly, yeah. Right. That's initialization. Right, next is to pass argument to use array, two-dimensional array as parameter or argument. So just like previously we learned how to pass one-dimensional array, so now we are going to learn how to pass two-dimensional array. Right, so let's so we have initialized our array. Now let's create a function show array, okay, to output the initialized array. So in that case, I will copy this chunk of code, okay, and cut it and bring it. Right, so now I will paste it here. Right, so because I want to create void show array, so let the parameters be empty first, okay, then the curly braces for this function, open it, and then close. Don't forget to close the function curly braces, okay. right? So now go back to the main. See now that since you have two dimensional, you need to pass two value. I mean, you need to pass to the array to the function two value, the row and the columns. So one way is to make one of the value a constant global constant variable. So usually calls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift these calls as constant 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 int int calls equal to 5, right? So now you can delete this. Now I have only rows there. So when I pass my array later, okay, now I can call let's just settle the header first. Okay, so now in my show array, what do I accept? I will accept an array of 2D array. So let's call it record record and then 2 square bracket because it's a 2-dimensional array, and you can make use of the columns, the global columns. Okay, record calls, and then this one int row or okay, just call it rows. Okay, rows. Alright, so the row will be passed through parameter passing. Okay, so here is my this is my header. So now I am going to copy this and copy this and put as my prototype function. But I'm going to I forgot to put the int here, int. So make sure I go back and put int in my array. From array int got right. So int record, so delete record, the name for prototype only, right, and put the semicolon. So now we call show array in bracket, put semicolon. Yeah, okay, now what's inside the bracket? So we are going to pass class A and pass class A and row, right? Okay, let's compile. Oops, this is rows. Okay, make sure your variable have the right, your variable name is correct in your function, yeah. Okay, what did I miss here? Okay, I didn't change this, so it should be record. Right. Combine. Right, run. Okay, so this is the input. Okay, let's change the input. Maybe change the ID. 145321. Compile. Run. So you can see, 145321. So this is we are showing the output using function. Okay, so remember you have your prototype function here. Your calls is your global constant variable, and your row is being passed as parameter in your function call, and you send the 2D array as name only. When it come here, it will receive the record as record, and you will take the column from the constant variable, global variable, and rows from the what you pass, and it will be used here, right? So inside here, local variable I and j is been declared.